going to use no props for class. We're going to start on a middle red spring. Foot bars will be all the way down, and then if you do need this a little lighter for arms or legs, feel free to switch to a blue spring instead of that middle red. We're going to begin straddling our reformers today, facing the straps. And then I'm just going to be about an arm's distance away from my shoulder blocks. I'm going to be externally rotated with my feet, so knees and feet are pointed out to the sides. And then from here, I'm just going to stand up into a little squat. Now again, if you need this lighter, switch to a blue spring. You're going to press your carriage out on an inhale. And when you press away, I just want you to let your belly drop down, let your tailbone stick out, let your chest drop through your arms. And then just like a little cat-cow on an exhale, we're going to tuck the pelvis, round through the spine, and bring the carriage back in. And then we'll just continue that for our warm-up today. Inhale as we press away. Let everything just kind of fall down. And then on our exhale, tuck round and come back in. Same thing. Inhale, pressing out. Exhale, round through the spine, and bring that carriage back in. Push it away. And then exhaling as we tuck around. And we'll just do a couple more of those. And then last one. Inhale out. And then exhale round. And come back in. Then once you come back in, stay in, keep that rounded spine, and then we're going to reverse that. So in our rounded spine, we're going to press the carriage out. Then from here, we're going to let our belly drop down, chest drop down, and then we're going to lift our chest to bring the carriage in, just making sure that the shoulders fall down onto the ears when we come in. Same thing, tuck round, keep that rounded spine as we press. Then let everything just fall down, lift the chest, and then the arms, bring the carriage all the way back in. And then let's just keep going for a few more of those. Getting that nice stretch in the back. And we'll go for 3. And then last one. All right, then when we lift up, we'll come kneeling onto our reformers. And again, if we need to change the springs at all for weight, feel free to switch to a blue to make it a little lighter. We're going to come onto our hands and our knees, and our hands are just going to be right on the outsides of the shoulder blocks. We're going to take the left strap into your left hand, and then from here, let's just bring the arm just right to the side of the carriage. Now, if you do want this a little heavier for your arm, feel free to use the short loop instead of the long loop. And then I want you to think about stabilizing from your right shoulder and your core. On an exhale, press your left palm back towards your hip, and then on an inhale, we'll return. Exhale, press the palm to the hip, and then inhale as we return. So just feeling that left lat engaging as we press, and then returning back. Now, if you want to add in a little bit of more challenge, you can attempt to extend your right leg back behind you, holding again that stability with your right arm and your core, and then press, and then return. And we'll do 3, 2, and then on this last one, you're going to hold back here, bend just your elbow now for a little tricep press, and then exhale, press back. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. Again, feel free to keep that right leg extended away from you. Think stabilizing from your shoulders and your core, and then lifting that leg up so that glute is active. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and then last one. and bend. All right, then we'll relax that knee down. Once you relax the knee down, we're going to take the right strap, and it's going to go onto the arch of our left foot. So left strap onto the arch of your left foot. And then from here, we're going to take both hands just right back into your shoulder blocks. Shoulders over your hands, hips are right over your knees. On an exhale, press your left leg back behind you. Give it a little lift up. And then inhale as you bend and come back in. Exhale, press a little lift. And then inhale, bend. Exhale, press away. Inhale, bend. Think squeeze your glute to press back. And bend. Getting that glute max to fire. And then still thinking working from your shoulders and your core to stabilize you here. We're going to go for 3, 2. On this last one, hold your leg back here. Inhale, just dip the toes to the floor. And then exhale, lift straight back up. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Dip. And lift. Feel that lift coming from that glute max. Dip. Lift. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you can bend your knee and come back down. Now once you come back down, take that strap off of your left foot. We're going to keep the left strap, and then from here I want you to take your left foot now and just place it into your headrest, and your right knee can slide a little further forward. We're going to kneel just nice and tall. Same thing, long loop or short loop, it's going to be your choice for your arms. We're going to reach both arms just nice and long away. Palms are facing the floor. And then on an exhale, we're going to bend our left elbow and we're going to pull and rotate to the left side of the room. And then we'll inhale and come back. Exhale, pull, rotate left. And then inhale back. Now, if you need a little more work on your stability, feel free to rest your left ankle against the shoulder block. And then that just kind of works to stabilize you a little more. We want to think our hips are staying parallel to the wall out in front of us. Right arm stays long, and then we feel our obliques working to rotate our spine. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back. Let's do 2. Last one. And then return. Then once we return, we'll take the hands just back onto the shoulder blocks. We'll set our knee down, and then from here, we're going to take our strap and we'll hang it back up. Then we're going to switch to the right side. So again, long loop or short loop up to you for your arm. Left hand is on the outside of the headrest, and then right arm is going to be right at the side of your carriage. Palm is facing back. On an exhale, let's press that right palm back just behind us. And then inhale as we return. Exhale, press. Inhale, return. Now again, if you want to add in a little more challenge with your stability, you can try to extend the left leg back behind you, and you can hold there. Think again about stabilizing from your shoulders and your core. Exhale, press. Inhale, return. We're going to go for 2. And then on this last one, we're going to hold again here. Bend our elbow for a tricep press again. Exhale, press the palm back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Try to lift that left leg up a little higher if you can to get that glute active a little more. We're going to go for 2, 1, and then relax that right hand down. All right, take your left knee down if it was up. The right strap, the long loop will go onto the arch of your right foot. And then we're going to take both hands to the outside of your headrest. Shoulders over your hands, hips are right over your knees again. And then we're going to do those little glute kickbacks. So on an exhale, let's press our right leg back, give it a little lift up, and then inhale when you bend and come back in. It should just hover over the mat. Exhale, press a little lift. Inhale, bend. Exhale out. Inhale back. Feel that push coming from that glute max, so right where your butt connects to your leg. Squeeze your glutes. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and then on this last one, when we press back, we're going to hold back here, dip the toes down towards the springs, and then exhale, lift straight back up. Inhale, dip, exhale, lift, dip, and lift. Again, feel that lift coming from right where your glute connects to your hamstring. Get that glute max to fire. Feel our stabilization coming from our shoulders and our core. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, and then bend the knee and come back down. Now, take that strap off of your foot. We're going to keep the strap. Take your right foot now into your headrest. Left knee can slide just a little further forward. We're going to come kneeling nice and tall. And then again, long loop or short loop up to you. Both arms are going to reach nice and long away from us. Palms are facing down. Back into that bow and arrow. So in an exhale, let's pull, rotate to the right side this time. And then inhale back. Left arm stays long. Exhale, pull, rotate. Inhale back. So this knee being down is great for our hips. It helps to keep your hips as parallel to the front of the room as you can get them without letting them rotate when we rotate our spine. So feel those obliques working to rotate, and then bring it back. Exhale, pull, rotate. Inhale back. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and then last one. And back. All right, set your hands onto the shoulder blocks. Take that right knee down. And then from here, we're going to straddle our reformers again. When we straddle, grab both straps into our hands. We're going to crisscross the straps over one another. Again, if you need to bump yourselves down to a lighter spring, you can. We're going to go into arm work. If you would like a little heavier, feel free to use those short loops again. And then straps are crossed over one another. Arms are just going to be nice and long. Externally rotate again with our feet. And then from here, we're going to stand back up into that squat. And we're going to hold that squat. Now, on an exhale, we're going to bend both elbows wide to go into a bilateral row. We're going to return, then we're going to bend the left elbow, and we're going to pull, rotate left, return, then we're going to pull, rotate right, return, and then back into that bilateral row, both arms. We're going to go left with our rotation, right, back into that bilateral row. Exhale, rotate left, exhale, rotate right, bilateral row. Sink a little deeper into that squat. Feel those obliques working on that rotation. Let's do one more set. Both arms finish. And then just make sure that there is something underneath us to sit down onto. Now, uncross your straps. Flip your palms up to the ceiling. Arms are going to stay long. Stand back up into that squat, hold, and then bicep curls. Exhale as we curl, inhale, extend. Again, long loops or short loops, up to you. If you want a little more weight, feel free to step a little further back. If you need less, you can always step further forward towards your straps. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, and then again, make sure that there's something underneath you to sit down onto. And then we'll hang our right strap up. Once we hang our right strap up, we're going to come kneeling again onto our reformers. This time when we kneel, we're going to rotate towards the left side. And then you can either keep your knees down here, or you can take your right foot into your headrest, and the knee and the toes can be externally rotated. If you would like to, you can always extend your right leg so that it's nice and long. I'm going to keep mine bent today. Otherwise, keep just both knees down. From here, long loop is going to go into your right hand. Arms are going to open out nice and wide, slight little bend to your elbows. Palms are flipped up. On an exhale, we're going to bring your fingertips together. And then inhale, return. Exhale, fingertips together. Inhale, return. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and then return. From here, let's lift back up. We're going to hold. On an inhale, we're going to let our strap pull us. On our exhale, use the obliques to bring you back up. Inhale, let your strap pull you. Exhale, obliques bring you back up. And I have my fingers laced together here, just to make it a little easier. Let's go 3, 2, last one. All right, take your arms down, take that right knee down. We're going to stay kneeling on our reformers, facing the same direction. Hands are going to be on the front of the reformer. Our knees are going to slide back now. And then we're going to take the strap into your left hand. I'm going to use the short loop just to make it a little more challenging for my obliques. And then I'm going to take my right hand in front of the strap so the strap can go underneath my body. Now from here, we're going to thread our left arm underneath our body for a little thread the needle. And then on an exhale, we're going to bend our left elbow and we're going to start to rotate towards our foot bar, reaching our arm out, and then inhale as we rotate back. Exhale, pull, rotate towards the foot bar, inhale back. Again, long loop, short loop. It is up to you. And if you do need it heavier this whole class or lighter, you are on a blue spring instead of that red. 2, and then last one. And back. Good. All right, now from here, take the strap into your right hand. I'm going to use my long loop. I'm going to take my hands to the 2 front corners of the carriage, slide my feet through the headrest, and then from here, I'm back into a 4-point kneeling position, sliding my hands now just a little closer towards each other so my shoulders are right over my hands. Now, we're going to bend our right elbow wide out to the side, just like a little goalpost arm, and then on an exhale, we're going to press our arm forward. Inhale back. Exhale, press. Inhale back. If you want to add in that left leg extending behind you, you can. We're going to go for 3, 2, 1, and then return the hand and the foot. Now, keep both hands down. We're going to extend our left leg just right back behind us. We're going to hold it out here. We're going to bring our left leg just slightly out to the side of the room. Inhale, dip the toes down to the floor. Exhale, lift the leg back up. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Dip. And then lift. Right out to the side. And then lift back up. Again, feel our stabilization coming from our shoulders and our core. We should feel our left oblique working as we lower and we lift that leg. We'll go 2, 1, and then bring that left knee back down. Now, take your left foot, place it in between your hands, and then just come kneeling nice and tall. Flip both palms forward, reach your left arm away from you. On an exhale, we're going to lift the right arm up so it's aligned with the left, and then lower it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Lift, and lower. Shoulders down, collarbones wide. We're going to do one more. We're going to hold here, bend both elbows in for our offering. Exhale, reach both arms out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach. Three, 2, and then last one. Good. All right, relax that arm. Feel free to hang the strap up onto the shoulder block, or you can hang it up onto your peg. We're going to step ourselves off to the sides, and then we're going to do the same kneeling position on the other side. So We'll grab our right strap. We're gonna kneel facing the opposite direction, and again, you can either keep your knees down, both knees down like this, or you can bring your left foot into your headrest, and then let that left leg come into a little bit of an external rotation. Reach your arms just nice and long out to the sides, slight little bend to your elbows, palms flip towards the ceiling. On our exhale, we're gonna reach our arms up, so we're bringing the fingertips together. Inhale, return. Again, if you guys need to, you're on a blue spring to make it a little lighter, especially if you have any shoulder injuries. Let's do 2. Last one. And then back. All right, now we're gonna reach back up. We're gonna hold. I'm gonna lace my fingertips together here. Inhale, hinge towards your headrest. Exhale, use your obliques to bring yourselves back up. Inhale, let that strap pull you. Exhale, right back up. 3, 2, last one, and then relax your arms. Take your hands onto the front of the carriage. Take that left knee down, slide your knees back, and then from here we're going to take the strap into your right hand. Again, I'm going to use my short loop just to make it a little heavier. Right hand should be in front of the strap, and then the right arm is reaching underneath our body. We're in our thread the needle position. From here, on an exhale, we're going to bend the right elbow, pull, rotate towards our foot bar. Inhale, bend, and thread it back underneath. Exhale, pull, rotate. Inhale, back. Feel those obliques working on that rotation. Good. 3, 2, and then last one. And back. All right, then once we come back, take the strap now into your left hand, long loop. Take both hands to the front now of your carriage. Take your legs through your headrest, and then slide your hands a little closer towards each other so your shoulders are back underneath your hands. Bend your left elbow at a 90-degree angle. We're going to bring it out to the side. The palm is facing down. Exhale, press through, and then inhale, bend. Again, if you want to add in a little more challenge, extend that right leg back behind you. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then relax the hand and the knee. All right, keep your hands where they're at. Go ahead, extend your right leg back behind you, hold, bring it out to the side, and then inhale, dip the toes down to the floor. Exhale, lift that leg back up. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Dip and lift. So again, stabilizing from our shoulders and our core, feeling that right oblique engaging as we lower, and then as we lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bend and come back down. Take your right foot in between your hands. Then once you get it there, come back kneeling nice and tall. Both palms are flipped forward. Right arm is reaching long. Exhale, lift your left arm in line with the right, and then inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Think stabilizing from your legs, your glutes, and your core. Let's do 2. On this last one, we'll hold, bend your elbows. Exhale, reach away. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach. Shoulders down, collarbones wide. We're going to go for 2. Last one. And back. Good. All right, feel free to hang the strap up onto the shoulder block or onto the peg. And then go ahead, seat yourselves down onto your reformers. Face your straps again, and then we're going to take both straps back off of the pegs. Once you get both straps, feet are going to be into your headrest. If you are on a blue spring, feel free to stay on that blue. I'm actually going to switch to a blue to make it a little more challenging for myself. Red will make this a little easier. We're going to go on to some teasers. So long loop, short loops, again up to you for the work in your arms. We're going to reach your arms just nice and long, palms facing each other. Make sure that you have at least a palm's width away from you in the back of your carriage so that your sacrums can roll down. And then arms are just going to stay nice and long. We're going to tuck the pelvis, and we're just going to roll ourselves into a little C curve. Now, we're going to hold here for an inhale, and then on an exhale, we're going to open the arms out to the sides. Inhale back. Exhale, open. Inhale back. Now, when we feel comfortable, we can hover one knee into tabletop as we open, set it down. Opposite knee into tabletop as we open, set it down. And we're just going to keep alternating those tabletop legs. And then when you do feel comfortable, you can keep one up, can bring the other up, and you can hold here. Exhale, inhale. If you don't feel comfortable, keep those little alternating legs, or maybe just keep one knee up for a little bit. Then you can take the other knee up. We're going to go for 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and relax the feet. Let's hang our straps back up onto the pegs. Once we hang our straps up, we'll just go ahead and sit ourselves off to the sides. Let's go back to that middle red spring. We'll put our foot bars up. And then once we get our foot bars up, I'm going to stay onto if I was lying down, the right side of my reformer. So we're going to start back with the left side of our body. So we're going to take the left foot back to the shoulder block that's closest to us. The knee's going to stay off of the carriage. Our right foot will stay on the floor, and I just want your hip to be right over your ankle on your right foot. And then from here, we're going to bend our right knee, and we're going to hinge forward. Now you can either keep the hands on the hips, you can bring one onto the foot bar, both onto the foot bar. It is up to you. We're going to press back with our left leg, and then we're going to bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. So again, wherever you want to be with your hands, keep that nice little bend of your right knee, and then our spine is just hinge forward. Think squeeze from your glute to press that left leg out. Exhale, inhale. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. And then set your left knee down. Take both hands onto the foot bar if they're not already. Slide your right foot forward. Press your left knee back. Press your right leg back. And then just hold yourselves in a little stretch. Feel free to come down onto the frame of the carriage. Come down onto the forearms. And then just trying to open up from the front of the left leg, back of the right. Then we'll bring our carriages all the way back in, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So if we walk around, we're going to take our right foot back to that shoulder block. Left foot again is just right underneath your hip. And then hands can either be on your hips, one hand on the foot bar, both hands on the foot bar, wherever you feel comfortable with your balance. From here, we're going to bend our left knee and we're going to hinge forward. Now, keep that nice flat back. On your exhale, press your right leg back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Think squeeze your glute to press the carriage out. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take that right knee down. Both hands on the foot bar if they're not already. Step your left foot forward. Press back with your right knee. Press back with your left leg. Hold yourselves here. I don't care if the shoulders are in the ears. I just want you to stay for a nice big stretch. Feel free to come down onto the forearms, down onto the frame. Then bring that carriage all the way back in. All right, once we come back in, we're going to come onto our right side of our body. We're going to stay with that red spring. And then when we come onto our right side, we're going to lie down on our carriage. The tricep can just be in the headrest. Feel free to use a ball as well. Take the long loop. It's going to go onto your left foot. And then we're just going to have both knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. And then we're going to lift the top leg just about hip distance above our bottom. On an exhale, we're going to press our left leg out. And then inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. If you do want it a little heavier, feel free to use your short loop instead of your long loop. And then again, just getting that press coming right from your glute max. Exhale, press, squeeze. Inhale, back. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, and then bend. All right, now press that left leg out again. Hold it out here. On an inhale, we're just going to kick our leg forward, and then exhale, press back. Inhale, sweep forward, and then exhale, press back. Keep your hips stacked. Shoulders are stacked on top of each other. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Let's do 2. And then last one. Okay. All right, now you can bend your knee. I'm going to take my forearm out of my headrest. I'm going to lie myself down onto my back. So I'll come back onto my shoulder, head back in the headrest. I like to use my right foot on the frame of the carriage, just kind of maneuver me onto my spine. And then the left leg is going to be straight up to the ceiling. Right knee is just going to come into our tabletop position. Neutral spine. And then from here on an exhale, we'll just lower our left leg down towards our springs. And then inhale, hinge to come back up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, hinge. Again, if you do want it a little heavier, feel free to use your short loop instead of your long. And I just want you to think we're holding that neutral spine. So sacrum stays heavy, pelvis stays nice and still. And then just evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side of the body. Let's do one more. Then once we come back up, pause, lower that leg back down. We're going to open it out to the side, circle it around and back up without the right hip coming up. Going down, circling it around, and back up. So again, just really think about that nice pelvic stabilization here. Last one, pause at the top, and then reverse. I think that movement just comes right from the head of the femur in that hip socket. We're going to do 2. And then last one. Then once we come back up, pause. Set your right foot down either onto the foot bar, onto the floor, and then just let that left leg go straight up to the ceiling. Let your low backs go down, and just stretch out that left hamstring quick. And we're going to open our leg out to the side. We'll give the adductor a little stretch. And then we'll take our leg, we're going to cross the body for a little IT stretch into our piriformis. Let that leg go back up. Take the strap off of the foot. It goes onto our right peg. Then we'll lie on our left side for our sideline series on the other side. So the same thing. Forearm can go into the headrest or tricep. If you would like a ball, feel free to put a ball into your headrest and rest your head on the ball. Take the long loop. It's going to go onto your right foot. And again, if you do want it a little heavier, feel free to use the short loop. Both knees are going to be bent at a 90-degree angle. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, and our top leg is lifted hip distance. On our exhale, we're going to press our top leg out. And then inhale as we come back. Exhale, press, squeeze the glute. Inhale back. Exhale, press. Inhale back, getting that glute max to fire again. We're going to go for 3, 2, last one, and then bend. Then press that leg all the way back, hold. Inhale, we're going to kick our leg forward, and then on our exhale, we're going to kick it back. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, squeeze the glute to press back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. We're going to go for 2. Last one. And then we can bend the knee and relax. Now, take your arm out of your headrest. I'm going to come down onto my shoulder, head back into the headrest. I can use my left foot to help flip me onto my spine. And then once we get down, right leg is going to be straight up. We're coming back into our neutral spine. Left knee is just going to drop back up into that tabletop position. And then on the next one, we're going to lower our right leg just straight down towards our springs. Inhale, hinge to come back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hinge. I like to think straight line down with that leg, straight line back up. Again, think sacrum stays heavy, pelvis stays nice and still, and just try to be as evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side of the body as you can be. Let's do 3, 2, and then last one. And then hinge. Now, lower that leg back down. Think left side stays heavy as we open our leg out to the side to circle it around and back up. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we circle the leg rounded back up. Feel free, you can always palpate your pelvis and see what's going on there. Trying to get that movement just coming right from the head of the femur again. We're going to do one more circle in that direction. And then once we come back up, we'll pause and we'll reverse that circle. Let's go for 3, 2, and then last one. Now once we come back up, left foot can either go onto the foot bar or underneath onto the floor. Low back can go flat, and then just give that right hamstring a nice little stretch. Then we'll open the leg out to the side of the room. We'll give our adductor a nice big stretch. And then take that leg, bring it across the body for a little IT and piriformis stretch. Then we'll let that leg go straight back up. Take that strap off of your foot, hang it back up. Once you guys hang it up, you can go ahead, sit yourselves up, and then you guys are all done for your class. Don't forget to like and subscribe just to ring those notification bells. Thank you.